So let me tell you, did your lettuce start growing these stalks out of them? I know how it is. Did it go bitter? It probably did. Well, in this video, I'm going to show you how to turn it into some seeds that you need for next year's garden. Hi, this is Jeremy Stark here from Green Thumb Gardener, here to give you some tips, tutorials, and reviews for all your gardening needs. In today's video, I'm going to show you two simple ways on how to collect and harvest lettuce seeds. This is perfect when you find that the lettuce is going bitter. Usually it does go a little bit bitter in the summertime. So this is a good time to take notice that they're going to be going to seed pretty soon. Please give us a green thumbs up if you find this content helpful and you wanna see more content like this. Also, please subscribe below and hit the bell for the notification. That way there you'll get all notices of all the videos that we do post. Also, if you want, take a look at our website called gardenerthumb.com, where we have helpful hints. In today's video, we're gonna go over 2 simple ways on how to save lettuce seeds. All right, so at this point, you're going to want to first make sure that your lettuce seeds are actually going to seed. I have another video that I'll post in the up above there that kind of shows you how to know when your lettuce is ready to go to seed. So it kind of gives you an easy way, but just kind of a little recap. I mean, obviously there's a big stem up here and the leaves are bitter. That's basically the way to do it. But what you want to do mainly, you want to look for, you basically want this pretty dry if you can. So what you're going to look for is little white tops on the actual lettuce pods right here. So if you'll see there's some white, kind of a fluffy little white pod here. Let me actually pull this off, maybe you can see it. And you can kind of see that it's starting to form here, but if you have noticed that there is some milkiness coming out of it, so that's actually not dry enough, in my opinion, for it. So you want to make sure that it's got some fluffy whiteness out of it coming out of it, and that it's dry. Like this one right here is perfect. You can see the little fluffy whiteness coming out of it. I'm not sure if my camera will focus on it, but let's get it in there and see if I can get it to focus on here. But you'll notice that this is pretty dry. I mean, this is actually very dry, and you'll see the little fluffy whiteness coming off it. So the first way that you could do this is you can actually do this individually. Now, if you don't have a lot of plants, this will probably be the best way to do it, I would say. And you get yourself a bag, and then I would just basically pick them off. And you're going to just put them in here, because what we're going to do is we're going to bring them back and I'll show you kind of how to process them. So what I'll do is on this plant right here, I'm just going to pick off all the really dry ones and I'm just going to put them in here. And basically you're looking for all the brown kind of white fluffy ones. The ones that are still like almost like a green pod, I would wait for those to dry out a little bit, and because you want them to be fully formed as a seed. So I'm just going to go ahead and just pick off a bunch of these here and put them right in the bag. So this basically is the first way that you can do it. It's pretty simple to do if you've never done it before. So as you can see, I did grab a bunch of those. The first way that I did it, I just basically took the driest pods and then I put them in a bag. Now this, obviously, if you don't have a lot of plants, this is probably the easiest way to do it. I would think that you just grab a bunch of these. Now, when you do have a lot of plants, I do have quite a bit out there. I have probably about 5 or 6 different ones out there. But sometimes what I'll do is I'm a little short on time, or if I just notice that there's a lot more that meets the eye, what I'll do is I will actually cut the whole stem off of the actual plant. Now, the only drawback of doing this is that not all of these are going to be fully developed. So this is a good thing to do if you notice that they're just about, most of them are all going to seed at the same time. That's kind of rare sometimes, because sometimes you have the top ones, and so I really don't mind picking the little ones, and I just kind of go through and get all the ones, and there's plenty of in there. I think I'd maybe spend, I don't know, about a half hour or so of doing that, and I have plenty of them for next season or for the next growing season which around here is 3 times a year, because you don't really grow it too, it doesn't really grow too well in the heat of the summer. But I'm getting ready to do my fall plantings now for my lettuce, so I have enough seeds in here, and I'm going to pick out a few of these as well to put in here. So that's basically the first step. After you've identified the lettuce is ready to go, and then you want to pick the dry pods, and very simple, I just put them in a plastic bag like this. It just makes it easy to collect them for you. So then the next step that you want to do, now it really varies on how you want to do this. I generally, I don't need a lot of seeds. I mean, I have so many lettuce seeds that it isn't really it isn't extremely vital. But if you're concerned about maximizing your seeds and how many seeds that you get, then definitely pay utmost attention to this part, because you want to make sure that you get enough seeds in here so that you can harvest all of them. So I take out all the green pods in case I picked a few of those. And then when you have a lot of seeds in here, this will be really good for you to do, because all you're doing is you're going to scrunch this up right here. It's very simple. You're just basically breaking up all the matter in there. And that's why it's really important that you get the dry ones in here, because you want to make sure that this is completely dry. So, if you did get some green ones in there, like I did, just go in and pick them out if you can. It's not going to be a big deal if you don't. And then what you want to do is you want to shake it put everything onto a plate. So as you can see that there's basically some in here. So you have all basically the green decayed materials in here. It's basically all the fluff stuff that's in here. So what I'll do is just, I'll go over it with my hands, and I'll kind of just get all the loose stuff off, and I'm just going to break it up a little bit more. So what this does is that it'll expose all the seeds, so it'll be easier for you to pull them out. When the Native Americans were growing a lot of things, they would do the same thing as well. They would harvest all their seeds like this, and one of the ways that they would do it is they would wait for a windy day to come along. A really easy way to get rid of all the kind of fluff material, or chaff is what I guess the official name is. But you want to get all this stuff off. You want to break it all up so that all the seed is exposed down here. All right. So as you got the seeds up here, what you want to do is you want to kind of gently go up and down with it, and you want to blow. And you'll start to notice that, when you vibrate the plate, you'll notice that all the seeds will kind of stay at the bottom. So I kind of give it a gently blow on it, and that actually gets rid of most of the stuff. So basically what you have left over, and let me see if I can focus in on it. Now as you can see, there's a majority of it is the seed itself. So if you can see, this is mostly seed in here. Now obviously you're going to have to go through and pick out a little bit of it, but you get the point that it's just really simple. You just basically getting rid of all the other matter around it. You can also do it by hand too. It does take a little while to do that, but if you're, if I was concerned about saving the seeds, I might do that. It might take you a little bit longer, but you're gonna get more seed out of it. So that might be something that you want to do if you do find that you want to maximize how many seeds you get in here. Next is these are actually ready to be planted. I could just throw these right into the ground, and they would grow into lettuce seeds, lettuce seeds. They would actually grow into lettuce. So one of the things that I do is I'm very simple when it comes to seed saving, and I've done saving seeds for, I don't know, gosh, maybe like 15, 20 years now. I use these little coin envelopes that you see right here. You can get these on Amazon. I'll put a link down below. But they're just the ones that I think they used to have them in the banks. You have like little envelopes. They do have a little sticky thing on them, but I just keep it really simple. I put the actual name of the plant on here, and I also put the month and the day and the year that I planted, because some of these seeds, you know, you can save these for quite some time. The second way that I was talking about is that you basically are cutting these whole things off. This is, you got to make sure these are really dry. So I would do is I would leave these outside. I would let them completely dry out. So what I'll do is I'll just leave these right outside. I'll put them right out here, you know, maybe in the sun, keep them outside. And eventually you'll know that they'll dry out and they'll get, you know, really brittle. That's when you go ahead and you just put those in the bag. You know, you put them in the bag again. And then you go and do the same thing. You just basically crunching it up so that all the plant matter and the chaff will basically separate from the seed itself. But that's really it. That's really simple. It's a very simple way on how to you know, do lettuce in there. Also, too, if you do want to see, I'm actually going to be posting another video, too, on actually how to grow lettuce. I have a couple of ways on how to do that. So if you haven't seen that video, just take a look above and you'll see a little link up there for that. Let me know in the comments below if there's any particular seeds you want to know how to save. I'd be happy to go over that with you. What kind of lettuce are you growing? These are actually romaine lettuce, Vivian romaine lettuce seeds, but I don't even know how many I have. I have a bunch more seeds as well. But let me know in the comments below what you got. Please also give us a green thumbs up if you find this video helpful. Also subscribe below and hit the bell if you want to see more videos just like this and get notice of it. We also have a website called gardenerthumb.com. Again, that's gardenerthumb.com. If you ever want to come by and take a look, and we got some very good content out there on other tips for gardening as well. And as always, thank you for watching the video, and I'll see you in the next one.